for good to be good, evil must be evil. So I was thinking about this, right? We always struggle, especially when it comes to politics, right? You have left versus right, right? And both sides, to me, right, can't exist without the other side, right? Left side of your brain can't exist without the right side of your brain, right? Your left hand can't exist without your right hand, right? Up can't exist without down, right? So if you were to get rid of the left, right, because the right, you always hear people on the right like, man, I can't stand liberals, I can't stand Democrats, the left, if you were to get rid of those people completely and stuff, right, then you just have just nothing but a complete echo chamber. People on the right just, this is how it's got to be, period, right? There's no middle ground. There's no other trains of thoughts, right? Just think how insane that would be, how crazy that would be, right? And this would, the people on the right would be like, yay, but in a society where we're all different, right? Different races, ethnicities, genders, sexual preferences. You need different trains of thought, right? You need different trains of thoughts in order to be able to function, to work, right? In this society, right? I couldn't fathom a world where it's just people who just thought like me, right? That'd be completely boring, right? I mean, it would just be, that'd be boring. There probably wouldn't be any meaningful debates. There'd be no disputes, no arguments, no, like nothing. I mean, right? It was just, this is how it is. We'd all just be robots or something, right? On the other side, if it's a world full of like just left-leaning people and stuff, shit, couldn't live in a world like that, right? I mean, that'd be crazy. So my point is, when I was thinking about this was like, there's a reason why things exist as a balance to each other, right? Like yin yang and stuff, right? There has to be a balance. There has to be two opposing sides and stuff, right? Everything's always two, right? For some reason, that number it stood out in my head. There's always an opposite, right? So you have one, then you have to have the opposite of it and stuff, right? You have light, then you have darkness, right? You have positive, then you have negative, right? There's always got to be a balance. There's always got to be the opposite of anything, right? And as a society, we've come up with that. So just something to think about, food for thought. I was thinking about this and it just dawned on me, right? One cannot exist without the other, right? So, for those that have a hard time seeing things from someone else's perspective and stuff like this, just think about it, just some food for thought.